Howdy, folks. Woodrow Wallace from NeedCoffee.com here. Back for yet another Wayhomer review. I just left the theater from seeing a film, and as always, I'm going to tell you what I thought about it on the way home. Hence Wayhomer. I get the lights on good. All right, so today we watched How to Train a Dragon, or Your Dragon. Some Dragon. How to Train Some Dragon. I did watch it. I just can't remember the title. And I did see it in 3D. Anyway, so How to Train That Dragon. Okay, so, and actually we talked about this because John and Ken had both seen it on the podcast. Well, they talked about it on the podcast. They didn't see it on the podcast. That would have been weird. Anyway, DreamWorks has always been that animation studio that's not Pixar, if you know what I mean. I mean, I've never kind of understood the appeal of DreamWorks animation, starting with like Shrek, which was just, you know, fun but simplistic. It lacked that Pixar sophistication and style. So I've never quite understood why they have such blockbusters. Now, I've not seen every single DreamWorks animation film that's come out, but a lot of them, you know, are just they're popcorn films. They lack that Pixar flavor to them. And when I saw the trailer for How to Train Some Dragon, you know, it looked like it would be the same thing, kind of entertaining, and that's about it. And it also looked like, from watching the trailer, that it was yet another trailer in which you can pretty much ascertain the entire plot and everything that's going to happen from the trailer. Now, that's not necessarily bad in a children's film. I mean, you can't knock that in a kids movie like you would in, say, anything else. Like, what was it? You know, there's some trailers, like the one that springs to mind is Leap Year, which I don't know that any of you saw. You probably didn't. It screamed wait for cable. It screamed wait for Mystery Science Theater. But basically, you watched the trailer and you went, oh, well, that was nice. I just got the entire film in 45 seconds. And you're sated, you know. And so that was my fear with that dragon thing, is that I looked at that and I went, I can almost kind of see everything that's going to happen. So I was a little wary, and I thought, well, you know, it'll be entertaining. The trailer looks like it's got a good sense of humor. Craig Ferguson's in it. You know, certain things that make you go, oh, this might be worth seeing. So the good news is that it's not only better than I thought it was going to be, it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And it makes me happy, and I can't really tell you why, because if there's certain things that happen in the film that obviously are not reflected in the trailer, and are not really reflected in, you know, American animation to date. It's kind of the same thing that we saw in Princess and the Frog, in that there's things happening that you normally wouldn't think would happen in children's animation. Sophisticated, more adult things. And I don't mean adult as in Scary Scott C. adult. I mean adult as in, you know, themes that are really, you know, that we've been afraid for so long that kids can't handle. That kids are a hell of a lot more resilient than we think they are. So they can handle it, and they should handle it. So this actually had a lot going on in it. Story-wise, it had a lot to say about, and you know from the trailer, it's going to be about tolerance and things that aren't us, and learning to respect them and not fear them, and you know all of that going in. But yet again, you know, that story's been told a lot, but one of the things about, like, Avatar that I was defending, because there was plenty to offend about Avatar, people say, oh, I've seen this story before. You've seen all the stories before. Isn't there something like 7 or 8 stories, really, when it gets down to it? So you can't really beat anybody up for saying, well, I've seen this story before. It's how the story is told that is, you know, the problem, or the really great revelation. And this is kind of a revelation in that it has a lot of those themes. It has some great things to say about fathers and sons, and it does it all in a way that you never cringe from. And I think you know what I'm talking about. When you're in a film and something happens that's just so completely trite and cliche that you just flinch, you know? Like somebody's just tried to punch, and I'm not saying that because it's 3D, but somebody's like tried to punch at your face, and that's the kind of thing I feel. Actually, I feel like they connected when that happens to me in a cinema, because I actually paid to be there, and they're punching me with cliches. But what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that they actually got around all of that by having interesting characters and an interesting storyline that even though you've seen things like it before, you haven't seen it presented in exactly this way, and that's why it works. And also, technically, the film is really awesome. The musical score is really good. The flight sequences were pretty awesome. The 3D was nice and unobtrusive. There was just really a lot to like about the total package of How to Train Some Dragons. So I'm very pleased with it. And I figure and honestly, I'm pleased because this has more of that Pixar feel to it as far as how it was structured, and you know, the elegance of animation, some of the story ideas feel like Pixar. And you know what? There's a reason for that, because Pixar works. So I was very happy with it. And if nothing else, where else are you going to see Craig Ferguson and Gerard Butler from 300 in an action sequence together? Nowhere else. So very happy with the film. Very satisfied. Like, very satisfied. I'm leaning somewhere between I don't know, at least 4 cups, if not more, because I was so very happy with it. Especially the ending. I'm very, very happy with the ending, and I won't say anything else. But I would like to hear what you think of the ending. Just no spoilers on the page, please. So anyway, that's my thing. How to train a dragon, your dragon, some dragon in 3D. I say see it. I say see a matinee, because AMC, $4 surcharge. You better enjoy that while that lasts, because that's not going to last. That is not going to last. You are going to hate it when nobody comes to see Jackass 3D. I wrote a post about that. I'm warning you now, so I'm just saying. But anyway, so How to Train a Bunch of Dragons in 3D. Go see it. Go see a matinee. Take your kids. They're going to enjoy it. And actually, I need to go see if I can find the art book, because I'm sure it's awesome, because what they showed in the credits was pretty amazing. So anyway, that's it. And as always, I'm back on the interstate, so I can't rightly look you in the eye and say goodbye. But I will say bye, and thank you for everybody who enjoys these. Come see us at needcoffee.com. Keep those cards and letters coming, and share this with someone you love. Or if you don't enjoy these, share them with someone you loathe. I'm fine either way. Anyway, I'm Widget Walls. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.